It's a Team 10 exclusive. We're learning about the final moments before a military jet crashed into San Diego Bay. Surveillance cameras captured the jet in February, nosediving before slamming into the water, narrowly avoiding nearby homes and boats. At the time, the Navy didn't say why the pilots made the decision to eject. But now Team 10 has learned what investigators say led to the mishap. Investigative reporter Austin Grabish uncovered documents that reveal the frantic scene in the cockpit.
It happened so fast, it's almost hard to believe. Watch again as this $67 million Navy jet drops from the sky, creating an explosion in the water near Shelter Island.
As the Navy now works to try to figure out what brought this plane down, we're learning more about the aircraft and its history.
I was there after the crash, speaking to residents who heard the EA-18 Growler fly above them.
It was super, super loud, and then it just cut out. Like, there was no noise after that. So I was like, what's going on?
All of a sudden, the engine just cut out. Sounded like there was no more noise.
After the mishap, the Navy said the jet crashed while trying to land at North Island on Coronado. The reason the two pilots who escaped with minor injuries ejected wasn't disclosed. Neither was how long the jet was in the air unmanned. But now, 10 months later, Team 10 has discovered that after the pilots ejected, the Growler climbed about 8,000 feet before plunging for roughly a minute and 15 seconds.
If this aircraft had continued on even a second more, it could have hit Shelter Island or flown into a populated neighborhood in Point Loma. Very, very close to a tragedy.
Team 10 has also uncovered what the pilots reported went wrong to investigators after the crash. Documents we obtained from the Department of War reveal frantic confusion inside the cockpit. I obtained the pilots' witness statements after filing a Freedom of Information request. The documents say the crew had a minor fuel leak in the air. A pilot reported the crew decided to return to base to avoid further fuel transfer issues later in the flight when we were 500 miles off the coast. As they prepared to land, they learned there was water on the runway at North Island. I turned to retired Air Force accident investigator Rich Martindale to get help understanding what went wrong.
The runway gets slick because of the water. Whether it's standing water or just a damp runway, your braking action is not going to be as good.
The documents we've obtained say the front seat pilot reported his brakes felt mushy, or at least a bit different than normal. Fearing the jet wouldn't stop in time, he started a go-around. That's when a pilot aborts a landing and brings the aircraft back in the air to make another approach. As the pilot did that, a concerned tower controller called out, "Not enough runway." The pilot says this added confusion at a critical moment. He told an investigator it felt like the jet was not going flying, and the water was approaching fast, so I called for ejection with eject, 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 and then we pulled the handles.
The tower controller was not in a position to be able to adequately ascertain the status of the aircraft, how fast it was going, how much runway was left. They're not a pilot, so I don't think he or she was really qualified to say not enough runway. And by doing that, that injected doubt.
Help me understand what happened at the very end here, because they were on the runway.
They were on the runway. They may have gotten airborne before they ejected, but they may have ejected on the runway. If they ejected on the runway, the airplane now has the throttles full forward. Nobody's pulled it back. It's going to take off. And then it looks like what it did is stalled. So it got nose high, ran out of airspeed, came back around. Then the video we see of it going into the water nose first. Just all happened after the ejection.
After Team 10 obtained the documents, the Navy told us it ruled out mechanical failure and concluded the crash stemmed from human error made worse by adverse weather. A spokesperson with the U.S. Pacific Fleet says the investigation determined the aircraft was unable to safely stop on the runway due to wet runway conditions and landing with a tailwind. The pilot should have instead executed maximum braking techniques, adding the U.S. Navy has well-established and rigorous programs for crew resource management, adherence to training rules, professionalism, and airmanship. In the days and weeks that followed the crash, leadership across the enterprise reinforced to all crews that strict adherence to these programs is critical to safe and effective flight operations. Martindale still believes the air traffic controller's warning played a role.
He may have made a different decision. I'm sure that call had some influence on his decision to call for the ejection.
A split-second call that came close to ending in tragedy. Austin Grabish, Team 10.
What an amazing investigation. Austin covers military investigations, the California Medical Board, the border, and he's a government watchdog. You can contact him by scanning the QR code on your screen or emailing austin.grabish@10news.com.